Hi, hello. Good morning and welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Els, and we are working on the Dark Macabre Journal for 2025. And we're kind of going with a loose New Orleans theme because, you've got zombies and witches and voodoo and vampires and, all the good creepy stuff is all in New Orleans. So that's what we're going with. Hello, Arlene. Welcome, Miss Amy. Hello, and how are you? Thank you for joining us. Sorry I'm a little bit late. A stupid computer, it just arbitrarily decides that it's going to do an update, and then I got to log in, and it's a pain in the behind. And okay, so before we get started today, I got these when I was on my trip, and we never tried them. So let's cut one of them just to see how it works. Oh, if we can get it out of the package. It's glued in. All right, there we go. Pretty Pink Posh offers a selection of quality products to elevate all of your crafting projects. Our exclusive craft dies are crafted from premium grade steel, ensuring quality results every time. Okay. Every time, huh? All right, so there's 2 sets in here, 2 sheets, 3 sets. And I actually thought this was going to be good because it's got this so we can use these as flips. That's why I picked it up. It's supposed to be some kind of pocket for a journal, but we'll go ahead and cut just this outside one just to see how it cuts. It's Pretty Pink Posh, so it'll probably cut pretty good. I'm going to grab the cutter real quick and some black cardstock because we're going to use this in our journal. No cutter shaming. We know it's a piece of crap. We like it. All right, so we're going to cut it out of 110. Let me just put this down. Oh, God, he's here. He just got his foot stuck to that. That was hysterical. Okay, I hope this is big enough. If not, I got to cut another piece. Well, if I cut it at an angle, it's big enough. All right. It's real slim. Okay, here we go. So 110 pound. Let's see if it cuts it. This is the judge because I cut a lot of 110 pound stuff. Ooh. Let's get that all the way through without it hitting the basket. Oh, I hear the hover is moving. All right. Oh, crap. It cut it good. There we go. All right. Well, it cut good. All right, so let's give that a fold. I like that. And look, it makes like these perfect little flips. I mean, it's supposed to be a pocket. You're supposed to glue that down, and it's supposed to be a pocket. But hi, Harry. But I think it works as a flip really nice. Just a different shape of a flip. So we could use it as a flip. We could use it as a pocket. I like it. Okay. Hi. How are you? Yes, the blue light is on. You're here, and you're like a blue light special. You just keep coming back. Yes, the ornery one. He's just up here to knock stuff over. We know this. Hi, baby. What you doing? You hanging out? You came up to say hi to Arlene. You heard me say hi, Arlene, huh? Yes, you came up to see your Arlene. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Cats aren't supposed to like this. This is your soft, gooey spot. You're not supposed to like it when people come in here and do this. Oh, you like it, right? Okay. All right, Harry, you got to get down. Come on. Here's a knee. No, get down. Get down. Harry. Harry. Get down. Get down, please. I'm asking you nicely. Please. Get down. No. Do you need smoochy face? I'll call the girl. I will. I'll call the girl. She'll come get you. Come on. Come on. Get your butt down. Mommy's got to put stuff up there. Come on. Move your booty. Move your booty. Move. Oh, you're just being ornery today, aren't you? Get down. I got to put stuff up here. Okay. I know, right? I don't know. I think my favorite is when he was stealing the onion rings. That was hysterical. Okay. So I did make the book, like I said I would, off camera. So I'm just doing just a black base. I did use the textured cardstock on the base. We have our, book cloth cover for the center. I don't know why, but I put paper on the centerpiece too. And there is Tyvek in there, so nice and secure. Nice and secure. Come here. All right. So that's our cover. Then I went ahead and made our fin assembly. I don't know why I did this, but somehow this one fin, like this one's the right way, this one's the right way, this one's backwards. I don't know. But this is only 65-pound cardstock. The rest of this is 110. And the reason it's only 65 is because we're going to stitch through it anyway, so I'm not really worried about it pulling away. So we have our fins, and we're going to go ahead and glue that in temporarily. That's our down. Good morning, my love. So let's get some glue. Go on, Oz. We'll get this in. And of course, the glue is just a temporary hold because we're going to stitch it through later. This way. I don't know why my dumb butt put that in there backwards, but I did. Shoot me for it later. I could have just remade the piece, but I'm lazy. What can I say? All right. So that's in there. I'm going to let that set for a few minutes. Because how the hell did I do that? Did I seriously? I did. I made them just a hair too long. And, well, it's not going to matter when the book is like, fat. It only matters when it's thin. They're not going to matter when it's fat. When it's fat, they're going to be perfect. All right, so we're going to let that glue up. And while we're waiting for that to glue up, we can build some signatures. So we do have room in here for 3 signatures. All right. Now, I don't normally go with dark colors, but since it's, New Orleans and it's dark macabre, we're going to go with some darker colors. We got some gray. Yeah, that'll work. Purple, even though it's a lighter color, purple I think works in the color scheme. We'll do some Beam blue. Let's do a forest green. And how about I just want one piece? Okay, there we go. There we go. We'll do that one. And I don't want to do black because no matter what, you can't write on that shit, All right. So let's put this away and then we'll grab some other papers. What else should we use in here? Anybody have any suggestions? Some tea dye, obviously. Have some of that off-color tea dye stuff. Do some of those. Just a regular piece of tea. That looks like mold. I like that. Okay. Looks like mold. Let's put it in. All right. And then some odd pages. Let's take a look at what we've got. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We have some really grungy tea. We could do this like half sheet. I think that would be cool. We do have some natural paper. Yeah, I think we do. Obviously we do. We can find one. So we could do some natural paper in here. Oh, we had this. We have this. We could maybe use a piece of this. Let's see. What do we have? We need a signature piece. Use some of that. It's different. We didn't use that one yet. Spider webs. Yes, Arlene, I think I do. Some parchment because, it's... Now, we do have some of this. I haven't taken it out of the book yet, but that won't take but a minute. This is from Daiso. It's like a little notebook, but it's got like very light, faint dots on it. So we can use this. Don't cut your fingers, stupid. I won't. Yes, you will. Famous last words of a fool. All right, so we can do a piece of that. Put this back in the drawer. I have some green lined. I think that'll work. It's like a light green. And I have some tea-dyed marble. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. We've got a collection. All right. Let's start folding some of these in half. Where's my bone folder? Boney! There we go. We'll get those. And these, fold them in half. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to trim all this down. Yeah, Shay called me yesterday. She needed to come over and do some stuff. And, you know, Bemis house is a good place to do stuff. If you're going to do, you know, stuff that's going to make a mess. Don't do that at your mama's house. Go over to Bemis and you do it. All right. So we're going to get 3 signatures out of all of this. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We did say we were going to do this as a half sheet, so let's cut it in half. My dumb butt folded it, so now I have that crease there. Get rid of that. We'll fold these in half. And this we need to cut down. We'll get rid of the top. Put that to the side. Let's take it about there. That's enough to use for a pad, so we'll keep that there. Okay, so how many pieces do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I need 3 more, but, you know, we'll do 6 in a set. 2. Okay. So now we have signatures. This is probably going to need to be trimmed. All right. All right, let's give it a letter. That is A. Let's do B. It looks like it's going to be 3 because I think I've got 3 sets in there. So this is going to be B. Let me see if I find a B. B. Or some blurry facsimile thereof. All right. And then this one. All right, and C. If we can just find one of these marked C. Ooh, first grab. We got one. All right. So 3 signatures because we have 1, 2, 3 spots. Because we put 3 fins in, we have 3 spots, 4 signatures. All righty. I'll do C off camera like I always do. And we're going to start working on this one. So let's put B away and let's get some stuff out. So we have some paper from a couple of different kits. We have some fussy cuts and things, some ephemera pieces. You know, I was doing that thing where I was back and forth about getting that digital. I already owned it. Yeah, I already owned it. A lot of good that did me. Alrighty, and I did find what I wanted to do with that one piece that we had the Angelina fiber on, and we were like, I don't know what we're going to do with it. I figured it out. Let me grab it. It's here someplace. Here it is. Okay. So that one piece that had the Angelina fiber on it, I made a little something, which I think will look awesome on a page, you know? So I did make some more ephemera pieces. We have a bunch of fussy cuts and tags. We have our pocket folder thingy. So much ephemera we've already done for this. I'm so proud of us. We've done so much. And there's still so much to do. So lots of fussy cuts. And a craftastic ton of made ephemera. Like, I can't believe how good we did. We still have fussy cut pieces. Like them bones. I like bones. Here's a picture. More bones. All right, what else have we got in here? More fussy cuts. More fussy cuts. Some paper. More pieces of ephemera. Damn, we need a lot of ephemera for this. Who did all this? Not me. I usually give up by this point. Oh, and the witch's hat. Gotta have a witch's hat. And then we have a bunch of words. Okay. We also have other words. And some more words. Okay. Look, when I do it, somebody's cussing. All right, so I do have, like I said, I have papers from several different sets. I just pulled 2 of these because it's just newsprint and you can use that just about anywhere. But we do have this one, which I like. There's probably like 50 of these in in the 3 sets that I got, but this one is like one of my favorites. Then there was this one. I love this. Isn't that fantastic? I can see that on one of the big flips in the book. And then we have this one and this. Look at how gorgeous. This one, that one, and then this one here. So I think we've kind of got that New Orleans vibe going. So, you know, we'll see where we go. All right, so let's see. A spider web stamp. Where would it be? Well, it's either going to be outside in the Halloween stuff or over there in the Halloween. I'm going to look in the drawer real quick. Let's see if I can find it. Halloween. Let's see. All right, so I have one little one. And then I do have some die cuts that, you know, do the, you know, that web. But I have this one. The other side of this is apparently Christmas. Well, not Christmas, but Hanukkah. I don't know how they ended up in the same envelope, but we'll fix that. But I do have this little spider web right here. So we can do that on pages, you know, just arbitrarily. Let me get a block that will fit it. Perfect. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll use the back of this to, be able to stamp off the edge without making a mess. Not that it really matters. We're still going to have to cut this down. So let's take a look at our book and see what, how far we need to cut this down. Well, crap, we don't have to cut it down at all. It's going to fit in there fine. Okay. No cutting down of the paper today. Just, I'm not even going to cut the creep, to be honest. All right, well, let's get started. I need some black ink. I'm not going to do any embossing on this, though, because I don't want to heat the paper up. But, we can, do some stamping on and off the paper. Well, I guess that's going to go right there now because it fell there. Probably put a pocket over that, to be honest. I do have another stamp. I just have to find it. I think it's out in my Halloween stuff. So we'll pull that out. But, we'll do a couple of random, let me do a second gen. There we go. So we'll just do some random stuff and, stamp it on the back of something else and move on. Let's put that over there. Stamp side down. All right, so this is our first page. All right, what are we doing? We need something. It needs something. Obviously, it's one page, Something bigger. Oh, I wanted to do this as one of those picture frames. Yes, okay. So we're going to do this as a picture frame. So we'll get to that. Move that out of the way. What do we got? We got all kinds of stuff, guys. I kind of like this. But I'm trying to figure out if I want to do it as a little tuck. Let's do it as a little tuck. So we're just going to put glue here and here. Still trying to get used to this glue bottle, I swear. See that? Don't even worry about that little mistake I made there where I dropped the stamp. So now it's a tuck. And we can put something in it. What are we going to put in it? I don't know. We have a crap ton of tags. Yeah, I kind of like that one in there. All right, we're going to back this, though, because it's not backed. It's just, boring tag. I'm going to grab some cardstock for the backing. What am I going to back it on? I don't know. How the hell do I know? What do I look like, the creator here? Light gray if I have it, maybe? Moldy green? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we have some gray over here. Every freaking color under the rainbow. We have gray. It's going to be on the back of a tag, so it doesn't matter if it clashes with this, but we're going to do it in gray. Bye, honey. So I managed to film 2 videos yesterday. I know, right? Scary. And so I'm working on getting those edited. We'll see how that goes. I'm just going to cut this out. Whoop. All right. I have to see what I have because Shaylee's here and she's crafting. Not crafting like this kind of crafting. She's sewing crafting. And her and her friend came over yesterday and I let them go in the lace. So if you were looking for lace and it's missing from the shop at this point, I apologize. It'll come back. I didn't want to limit them, so I just told them, just take the pieces and I would unlist those items and then put them back in later. Okay, here we go. So we're going to punch a hole. And we're going to put an eyelet in here. Black. All right. 1 black eyelet. All right, as always, we'll finish these up, when we do the final. So I'm just going to gently round corners at the bottom. And we are inking this in black soot. So pick that up and it brought everything with it. Now, most of the ephemeris that, already been inked, except for tags. All right, so let's put that in there. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, we're going to glue this down up here because this is our first page. We want it to have a little bit of pizzazz, Not like too much, but, a little bit of pizzazz. Alrighty. All right, and the original idea for this came from our very own Christine. So thank you, Miss Christine. And we're done with page 1. So we are going to work our way through doing all the pages. We could put, no, that's too much. It's too much. We're going to move on. I'm going to round the corners on this one, I think. Or not. I have to put a piece of paper behind that. Do I have a small piece of paper? You always do, woman. Just look in the rejected paper receptacles. See that? That's going to work. I don't know why I won't just pull this out of here, but I won't. It's weird. Okay, here we go. In there. Snap that off. Fabu. I'm going to redo this one up here because I think it's crappy. Yep, that's better. Okay. All righty. What are we doing? I don't know. So this is our next page. Then we have this little half page. I like that on there. But again, that's like you know, we did that thing. All right. So let's do this guy over here. I like him, you know, or we could do him up here. Let's do him up here. Yeah? Yeah. We're going to do him up here. All right. I do want to ink this page, though. I don't know why. I just feel the need to ink it. I'm going to ink this. And then from behind where it's going to be, which is over here, we're going to just kind of lightly smudge this page up. All right, let's take a look. Oh, freaking yeah. Okay, so let's glue this puppy down. This one is, there's a video for it. I know there is. I did these recently. May not be out yet. But I don't know, because I don't actually have a copy of the, you know, I need to get a copy of my own video listings. Seriously. All right, and then this is going to need, like, you know, a little something. So let's see. What do we have that would work in here? I don't know. Like, I don't want to do a tag. Yeah, we're going to do a small journaling card. So let me grab, I'm going to go get some, I need tea-dyed paper. And then we're going to put these on the tea-dyed paper just to make a journaling card that we can fit in there. So we'll remember that. All right, so we have 3 signatures prepared. Our book is glued up. We're waiting for it to dry before we can start putting things into it. But that's probably what we're going to do tomorrow is start working on the fins and maybe do a little bit more work on this as far as getting the signature going. And because we have 3 signatures to do. And then I'm going to take a look. I've got like Halloween rub-ons, but some of these are very childish. But like this, we could certainly use. So there's a couple of pieces on these that we can use. Some of the ravens and stuff like that we can use. So I'm going to pull some of these out. I'm going to see if I can find that other spider web, the bigger one. And I'm going to die cut a bunch of corner spider webs tonight. And then we're going to like get busy on putting this together. I'm not even going to clean this mess up, I don't think. I think I'm just going to leave this mess here and let Harry play with it because you know he will. All right, we are not going to use the word goblins. Let's just get that out of there. All right, so that's it, guys. Listen, if you're new here and I have not yet offended you, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that when you come back, and I can, you're here for it, okay? Also, if you want to know what's going on in my digital world, maybe you want to cyber stalk me. I don't know. But if you are interested in finding out what's going on in my Ko-Fi, where you can pick up free digitals, my Patreon, see what's the benefits over there. Maybe you want to check out my Etsy shop, or you just want to join my Facebook group, whatever it is. There is a link in the description box below. Just go down and click on more, and that'll take you to every link that you need. Until I see you again, stay hydrated, stay cool, and stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye-bye.